Ah, you're awake. When your Loftwing carried you back, you were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Fortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries. For that much, we can be grateful. Thank God it was a video game. But Giant, where is Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What's happened to my daughter? A black tornado, you say? That was no ordinary storm. You must not push yourself. You're still recovering. Tell me, when you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem off? I see. She was talking about the surface then? And you've been having dreams about a great mission? How interesting. I'm sorry, I was lost in thought there for a moment. It's all very strange, but I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda, but so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak has yet to arrive. It would be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It would also be very dangerous. Rest now, Giant. Zelda's going to be fine. She's out there alive. I know it. Yeah, he mentions it's dangerous to go out at night. Not only are there monsters outside, but the Loftwings are all sleeping, so you can't exactly fly around to look for her anyway. Oh great, now I'm hearing voices too. And if you check the dresser again, more money! I don't know who keeps restocking that, but I do not mind in the least. Is that the girl from our dreams? Pattern on her body looks very familiar to me. Almost as if I've seen it somewhere before. I mean, the bright blue on top, you have the dark blue with the green crossing on the bottom. Why are you going... There's an area down here. How about that? Teaching you how to platform and stuff. Oh, how'd that kitty get all the way down here? Come on, kitty, I'm gonna take you back to your owner. Let's go. Oh god! Yep, these things get pretty dangerous at night, so it's best to just leave them alone. And also, you can continue going up, but down here is a chest. So if you want to get it, you're gonna have to fall down anyway. Just 20 rupees, you're not missing anything. And big blobs! They break into smaller blobs. But yeah, you can see that you can't just swipe at them without any real thought to it. That's part of the reason why... Aw, she's still scared of me. She better be scared of me, I have a freaking sword. But you can't just swing your sword wildly in this game. We'll get to it when we get to the more advanced swordplay. but it's one of the things that I think drives away a number of people when it really shouldn't. Because it adds a layer of depth to the fighting that none of the other games had before. And yeah, you can feel it's a little artificial or not really necessary, but I think it adds a lot to the game to have that kind of element to it, that you have to think with every action that you take and not just press a button multiple times to get the desired effect. And you can see I'm also swinging the remote to get myself to climb up faster. Another instance of something that really shouldn't need motion controls to be a thing, but that's just the way this game is. You get used to it. And if you happen to be wondering where we are, we're at the bottom of the statue of the goddess. Same place where we met Zelda, the same place where we got our sailcloth in the ceremony this morning. Who knew that this chamber was here all along? What could be inside? The one chosen by my Creator, I have been waiting for you. You will play a role in a great destiny. According to your social customs, I should provide you with my personal designation. Fi is the name I was given. He only gave me Fi in the trailer because it rhymed with me. I was created for a single purpose, long before the recorded memory of your people. I must aid you in fulfilling the great destiny that is their burden to carry. Come, Giant, you must take up this sword. As the one chosen by my Creator, it is your destiny. The strange dreams troubling your sleep, my sudden appearance, uncertainty surrounding the fate of the one you hold dear. Under the circumstances, it is only logical that you would exhibit some apprehension. To minimize your uncertainty, allow me to share some information. My projections indicate that this information has a high probability of altering your current emotional state. The one you see, Honorable Zelda, is still alive. And the Spirit Maiden, the one you call Zelda, is another chosen one fated to be part of the same great mission. Therefore, should you wish to meet your friend, I highly recommend that you take up this sword before you. Set out to search for her. Does that information invigorate you? Are you ready to accept this sword? It seems that further persuasive measures will not be required. In the name of my Creator, draw the sword and raise it skyward. Does that jingle sound familiar? Recognition complete, Master. Giant, my master. Giant! I've had many suspicions, but until now I wasn't sure. Yet here we are, in the Chamber of the Sword, the very place where it was foretold the youth of legend would one day appear. It is said that this place was left to our people by the goddess herself. The very knowledge of this room's existence is a secret passed down to a very select few generation, along with a handful of words. When the light of the goddess's sword shines bright, the great apocalypse will wake from its long slumber. Do not fear, for it is then that a youth, guided by my hand, shall reveal himself in a place most sacred. It started days ago, the sword that I've kept secret all these years. It began to give off a faint, otherworldly light. At first I was sure I was seeing things. Here alone with the sword, there was simply no other explanation. I never dreamed the prophecy of legend would come to pass in my lifetime. The words I have sworn to keep secret are coming true before my very eyes. The youth will be guided by one born of the blade, one who is also youthful in likeness, yet wise with knowledge immeasurable. Ah yes, the oral tradition, one of the least reliable methods of information retention and transmission. It appears that critical sections of the passage have been lost over the generations. The youth who draws forth the guiding light sword shall be known as the goddess's chosen hero, and it is he who possesses an unbreakable spirit. He shall be burdened with the task of abolishing the shadow of apocalypse from the land. Such is his destiny. With the spirit of the blade at his side, he shall soar over the clouds and plummet below, and united with the spirit maiden, shall bring forth a piercing light that resurrects the land. So maybe the surface isn't just a place of legend. Master, you must embark on a great journey beneath the clouds to the vast realm of the surface. It is only through this journey that you can fulfill the mission set before you by my creator, the goddess. It is also the only method available for you to reunite with the Spirit Maiden, Honorable Zelda. This is no easy task, Giant. The world below is a forsaken place, and to reach it you must pierce the cloud barrier below. In living memory, no one has ever done this. This tablet will illuminate a path through the clouds to the land below. Take it, and place it within the altar behind me. Master, the first thing you must do is hit the crest sitting in this room with a skyward strike. These blasts are formed of pure energy that charges within your blade when you lift sword skyward. Once you have charged your blade, face the crest and swing your sword to send out a powerful skyward strike. Wonder if that's the reason they call it Skyward Sword. Get used to hearing that. You'll hear it quite a bit. Also that. Master Giant, it is done. Until now, a cloud barrier created by the goddess has separated the world you know from the one below. The tablet you placed in the altar has opened a small rift in the barrier. You can use it to travel through the clouds to the realm below. I have recognized you as my master, and so it is my duty to follow you wherever you may go. I reside within your sword and will accompany you in your travels whether you like it or not. Giant, listen a moment. The nature of this great apocalypse mentioned in the old texts is a complete mystery to me. But whatever it turns out to be, it seems that both you and Zelda have big roles to play in the destiny of this land. Just think, if what Vi says is true, Zelda is alive. Alive and no doubt coming to terms with whatever it is the goddess has in store for her. Should you heed the call of destiny, I don't know what dangers you may have to face, Giant, especially down there. But if you've decided to brave the unknown, please find my daughter and bring her back to me. What we've seen here today defies explanation, but it is only the start of your journey. Please see it through and prove the legends true. You do your people proud, Giant. Dawn is drawing near. It has been a long night for both of us, hasn't it? You have a great journey before you, Giant, and those clothes, they don't look up to the task. The uniform you were to receive for winning the race should be ready by now. A sturdy uniform like that will prove much more suitable for a long journey. You'd better go change before you leave.